Hello viewers, welcome to another edition of our women's program Karimpe. Today in this program we are celebrating a very important day, and the day is International Mother's Day or Mother's Day. Rudyard Kipling had once said that God couldn't be present everywhere, so he created the mother. Indeed it is, because the word mother itself evokes a lot of emotions in all of us as soon as we say that. Emotions of love, emotions of sacrifice, emotions that fill our heart and our mind also with all the positivity that a mother radiates. Yes, amongst all the relationship that we have, I think one beautiful relationship is the relationship of the mother with her children. She is an epitome, as I said, of selflessness, of compassion, of love, of understanding, of care, and of dedication. And to uphold these qualities that a mother all over the world has, well, this day is celebrated as Mother's Day, to uphold, to honor her. And 46 countries across the world today celebrate International Mother's Day on every second Sunday in the month of May every year. That's right. And it was in 1908 that a lady by the name Anna Jarvis, she was a nurse in the American Civil War. And that was the first time that Mother's Day was celebrated, when she celebrated her own mother's memorial. And since then, it has become a common feature even in India. Well, today in this program, we speak about the selfless love that mothers have towards their children. Yes, even single mothers. We are not just talking about mothers who are married. Well, even single mothers who take care of their children. So here we are to uphold, to honor her and the values that she imparts, and those values that becomes so meaningful in progressing our society. So to talk about this day and to uphold this day once again, I have three beautiful mothers here in the studios of Doordarshan. They are all working mothers as well. So may I go ahead and introduce them to you. To my immediate left is Eleanor M. Lingwa. She is a teacher by profession, and she teaches English in Mairang Presbyterian Higher Secondary School. We are also joined at the center by Reena Rengme. She is a faculty from the Department of Hindi in BBS College, Shillong. And beside her, we are also being joined by Dr. Sarita Shlong Minso. She is also a faculty in the Department of English from the same college, that is BBS College. Hi there, ladies. A very, very warm welcome to each and every one of you. And may I, in the outset, wish all three of you a very happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
Thank you. As I said in the beginning, Eleanor, you would agree with me that the word mother itself evokes a lot of, different emotions, right? It just fills us up. I think we all have become a different person after we became mothers.
Oh, yes.
So how do you look at the significance of this day?
Yes, you are right. You are right, Moshmi. Yes, it does evoke a lot of emotions in us. And I would say that this day is very significant indeed, because it is a day that we honor all the mothers. It's a day we honor motherhood. We celebrate our motherhood.
Right.
Motherhood is something that we celebrate. We have to celebrate. We need to celebrate.
How wonderfully
That is what
spoken.
I feel.
Right, right. Reena, you're also a mother, you're a working mother also, and you have two beautiful children, grown up, of course. How do you think motherhood, and since you became a mother, changed you?
Actually, motherhood has really changed, womanhood.
Right.
Actually, earlier what happened, we used to think about others, okay? And we were thinking about your personal things. But nowadays what happened, when your motherhood has totally changed our lives. We are now thinking about our children. We give our free time. We give. We just we don't. We give up everything for our children, for their happiness, for their she has become how to love unconditionally. She has
Fantastic.
given so much of sacrifices. The word mother, when you speak about mother, it sounds, it echoes her, you know, it
Resonates.
comes to our ear, it resonates her, you know, that affection, those love, unconditional love, her, you know,
Absolutely.
sacrifices, it comes around you.
Absolutely,
So,
I can't
yeah.
agree with you
And-
more, and I think all of us,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So, you know, Dr. Sarita, you know, similar question to you. Mother loves unconditionally, right? I mean, we are mothers now, I mean, since some years, but then we have also seen our own mothers doing the same.
Yes, I think the motherhood that I talk about, I mean, how I see myself as a mother, I think a lot of inspiration I've got from my mother herself.
Exactly, yeah.
She has also been a working mother. She was a policewoman,
Okay.
so that had more, you know, varied
Impact.
challenges in her journey as a mother. And what I always talk about is the kind of freedom, the kind of nurturing that she gave me. I try to make sure if I can at least reach a certain percentage of that, then I would consider myself a successful, a good mother.
Yeah, and it is so true that, you know, the footsteps that we are leading today and we are also imparting to our children has come from our own mothers.
Yes.
Yeah, the times were different then. The challenges today are way different than today. And today the way we have to handle children, grown-ups, teenagers, or even young ones are much different, right?
they
But then, Eleanor, how do you look into the fact that today so many mothers are working mothers, you know? So, you know, how is a mother now balancing that role, you feel?
That is an important question. We have evolved, you know, from those days when traditionally a mother is a stay-at-home mom. She is in charge of her children, in charge of her kitchen, the home, and everything else in the family. Today, however, with so much opportunity, career opportunities, with so much access, you know, it has pushed mothers to move out of their hearth, out of their home,
Right.
leaving their children and going for various diverse professions. And that is kind of tough, you know. I am a working mother myself, so I understand that very well. It is tough. It's a good deal of balancing that we have to do.
Indeed. And
The
we are all, I mean, even you, all three of you are in the teaching profession, and we know how challenging teaching
Oh, it
profession
is.
is, right? We not only have to look after the children at home, but we have a whole lot of children outside also in our institution. And to them also we are like kind of motherly figures, right? So, Reena, how do you balance yourself? Because you're also juggling between so many things actually.
Exactly what happens earlier, the life was slower, and you know, mothers are always surrounded with a big family. Nowadays the family has become very, you know, you know, very nuclear. And earlier they always have their grandparents, uncles and aunts surrounded around the mother, helping the mother. Now the same thing I go with Ma'am Eleanor. They have to handle both the household things and the you know, they are working and they are financially helping the family also. Right. So it has become more stressful. Yeah, for in my case also, I had a very beautiful mother-in-law earlier. She was the one who always helped me, and from her I have learned how to balance everything. I'm sorry now because she is no more, but earlier when I started my studies, because in my case what happened, I got married, and in my case what happened, my children, after, you know, giving birth, I think it is motherhood which has changed my womanhood. Okay, because now, then when my son was 6 years old and my daughter was 4, I started my studies. And you know, that challenge, I think it was motherhood which has, you know, brought that, you know, something to do something different, and you know, come forward to just set an example to my kids. So I started my studies, and I have not given on my you know, dreams. I have not given up on myself. So I started my studies, and I proudly can say that I'm a lecturer now, and even my you know, children, they supported me. My family also supported me. When I could, you know, come, and now my daughter, she proudly says that I am her inspiration, and she is also a teacher. right now, and she probably says that I am, due to my mother's inspiration, I have chosen the role of educationist.
Absolutely.
So
I mean, it is so heartening to know that we often think that there is always a saas bahu jhagra, right? I mean, there is always a difference between the mother-in-law and the daughter-in-law. But in your case, and in many other cases also, I'm sure, there is a very good understanding, especially in today's times, because I think the mother-in-laws also are playing a role of a mother. Sarita, how do you balance your professional life and your home life, and does it get sometimes a bit tough and a bit challenging for you?
Well, to be honest, it does, because like many working mothers, like Eleanor said, I also have a single unit. So sometimes, you know, there are days when I get fed up with things and I say I can't. And thankfully, my children are empathetic enough to say, okay, mommy, take a rest, we'll do it. So I think the joy of raising children who learn to understand your difficulties, lend a helping hand and have a bit of empathy.
Right.
I think that is very important, and that apart from my hard work, I think that is what helps me to balance more than the amount of effort that I put in, the waking up early, the late hours. Those are there in every mother's life. But I think what makes us go, what makes us not give up is those kind words from the children, a little helping hand from the husband, and a little empathy from people around me.
Absolutely.
I remember when I was doing my PhD, my daughter was very young. I mean, I started working on my PhD before my marriage, but as is with PhD, it continued and motherhood happened. And there would be days when I would just sit and I would feel so guilty because I can't look after my kid. I'm too busy with my work. And my mom used to say, no, you're not doing this for yourself. You're doing this for her also.
Okay.
So that empathy, that, that encouragement, that, you have
it really goes a long way, right?
You have to, you can't just be a mother. You have to be many more things.
Yeah.
That was what, helped me balance, and I still follow that. Of course, the joy of being able to be in a profession and buy something for my child with my own money, that is another different thing again.
Absolutely, absolutely. So well put and so well actually spoken, And Eleanor, I think what she said, Sarita said, that one important thing that all mothers do is inculcates values. And once your children follows those values, that's the success, I think, of being mothers, of the motherhood that we have. And that not only impacts the family, but that those values also impacts the larger society.
Yes,
right? So, so how important are these roles? Because Sarita also said that we don't just play one role. We are playing multiple roles, in our various in 24 hours.
Oh, yes.
There are multiple roles that we are fulfilling, right? Any quick word on that?
The role that we are playing, we are first and foremost mothers.
Right.
And then being a mother doesn't mean just looking after your child.
Exactly. Yes.
You have your family, the whole family.
Right.
Talking from the Khasi context, the Meghalaya context, where we have the single daughter or the youngest daughter. Now we have an additional members in the family. We have to be a mother to them also. So we have this responsibility, to keep the harmony in the house, in the unit, in the family unit, in the house as a whole. We have a responsibility to see that our children have their emotional health is in
taken
sound
care of.
condition.
Yes.
Yeah, the responsibility goes from looking after their well-being, their health, emotionally, spiritually, physically, and then we have our careers to think about. We have a responsibility to the society. We have responsibility to our workplace. So this is a very, very tough job for us, but the nice thing about that is we manage.
Absolutely.
We manage because you know, from what I experience, mothers are not left. They are not left alone. We have cooperation, you know, from the society, from the house, from all the people around us, like she says.
Right. And Eleanor, you know, whenever we go out, there are a lot of single mothers. I think this is a reality of the state. I mean, especially here, that we see a lot of single mothers are actually struggling. They are, for various reasons, they are single mothers, but they are doing their job also quite well. Right? I mean, you go to any of these places selling little wares to doing a small business, you inquire, they're most of the time actually single mothers. They go back home, they're also taking care of that home. So, I mean, we should also uphold a single mother here, right?
Yes, yes, yes. For me, I feel that celebrating Mother's Day, you know, the honor goes especially to the single mothers in this society, the whole world at large, because there are plenty of single mothers out there for so many reasons.
That's right.
So
I mean, we are not
so
being
many.
judgmental
No,
here.
no, no, we
but
don't
then
judge anybody,
but then that's a fact. That's a reality also.
It is,
but then
it
what
is.
we are talking about is her strength, is her resilience. That she goes on pushing herself every single day.
does,
Yeah,
she
maybe
does.
she complains a little bit. She doesn't take care of herself also
Exactly,
sometimes.
that is what we need to talk about.
Right,
When we
right.
talk about motherhood, we need to talk about yourself also, taking care of yourself, because you have to be there, you know, for your children.
So do you think that sometimes, you know, in our quest to manage the home, the work and everything else and to be the best, you know, not to give up, do we sometimes ignore our health and our own needs, and that we need to take out some time, little bit of time in the day just for the self? And I think you're doing that, Reena, because you're also a life coach, right? You're into teaching other, you know, especially yoga and other stuffs to the thing. Tell us about that also, because that is your time.
Exactly, ma'am. Actually, mothers, they are so much, you know, onto their family. They have to look after their children. They have to wake up whole night for when their child is sick. They have to look after the school projects, handling the family members, looking after their each and every, you know, needs and things. And she will definitely not take care of herself, and she will find joy on them when they see happy and safe children at home. But I think to take care of yourself is not selfish. A happy and healthy mother always gives up a healthy atmosphere at home. So one must need to look after, you know, take out some time from 24 hours. At least 1 hour for yourself. That is me time. Nobody should, you know, disturb you, that me time. And earlier, I think before 5 years ago, I was very ill because I was the person who was looking after each and everything. Social life, your professional life, your children's life, because my son was pursuing his MBBS, so I have to look after everything because my husband was a businessman. His support was there. But I did not take care of myself. Then when suddenly one of my friends, she told that no, you have changed a lot, because the moment I have started having so many health issues, and the moment I have chosen 1 hour for myself, I have taken out time for one hour for myself, then I have started, you know, overcoming those health issues. So many things I had, I could not count in my fingers, so many health issues. I had to go through, you know, thyroid since 28 years. Now I'm enjoying the medicine-free life. Why? Because I have started giving me time to myself. So I just tell all the mothers, at least they should take out 1 hour for their self-love. Okay.
Yeah,
So
that's
the thing.
absolutely wonderful. And what you said, that is not being selfish, and we shouldn't be feeling guilty about it. Rather, I think we should tell our children, and our children also should realize, because I think, Sarita, come what may, children of today are so busy also in their own world, you know, be it the world of technology, be it, you know, they are a little bit sometimes maybe detached. I'm not saying that it happens in every family, but we have seen that, you know, they feel that there is a generation gap and you are different, I am, no, you are like that. But then what is therefore the responsibility also of children, you know, because there are sometimes old age homes where our parents go away to old age homes. Maybe is it also important for children to be a little more responsible towards their parents, not just the mother also, as well as the parents on the whole?
I think that if you look at it, ultimately it comes back to the mother again, because if we teach, like I said earlier, if we teach our children empathy, it'll stay with them. And at the same time, I know when I struggle, I don't make it a cakewalk for them. You know, if they need something and they're getting something, I make sure that my children know the kind of effort that I have put in to get that, so that they also realize that a lot of effort goes into what is being done, what they are getting in life, so that they will appreciate later on. So raising kids to be with a little bit of empathy, raising kids with with not just putting them in a bubble, I feel that is very important.
Yeah, that's a very valid point that you have made, because sometimes we give too much to our children,
yes.
right? Materialistically, we give whatever they want, we just give them. But there has to be certain lines drawn, isn't it, Elena?
Yes, of course. We can't just give them everything. I agree with what she says, Sarita has said very...
Yeah, there has to be a line drawn when it's a no means a no, when it's a yes means a yes, right? I mean, and they should know the value of that thing, whatever thing that we are buying for them. Because money is at the end of the day earned. We are not shaking a tree there, right? We are almost coming to the end of this discussion. So before I wrap up, this, what is the kind of message, I would begin with you, Elena, quick 1 minute, what is the kind of message to all the women, all the single mothers, all the would-be mothers that you would like to impart today on this important day, that is on Mother's Day?
So yeah, this is especially for all the mothers everywhere. First of all, I wish all the mothers a very happy Mother's Day, and I would like to tell all mothers to please celebrate motherhood. Motherhood is something that comes with a lot of joy. There is joy in motherhood. Forget the sacrifices. I personally don't like to call motherhood a sacrifice. I am not sacrificing anything. I'm doing everything with love and joy.
Absolutely. Reena, quickly from you.
Yeah, first of all, I just want to say happy Mother's Day to all the lovely ladies, and I want to say that you are all doing an incredible job, and don't let your flaws, your weakness cloud your journey. Give your best, and you should know your strength. You should know your strength and the values what you are doing, and please go forward and celebrate this Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day once again.
All right, and Sarita, as I said, mothers, motherhood and being a mother doesn't come with a manual, right? Yes. Each of us have our own journey, and yet we try our best. There is no book really that guides us to what to do. It comes from experience. So what would be your quick message to everybody out there?
Well, a happy Mother's Day to all the mothers all over the world, everywhere. And what I would like to say is that there was no internship done for being a mother, and each of us are in this journey. We are taking baby steps, we are going ahead, but what we should remember that we as mothers, we are enough for our child. We are the best that our child can get, and all the mothers, self-care is not wrong. Giving yourself time, allowing yourself a little moment away from family, it should not be ridden with guilt. So enjoy yourself, enjoy your journey, and bloom and be beautiful mothers as you always will be. Thank you.
Beautiful. I mean, I can't really emphasize more here how lovely this conversation has been. You all have spoken indeed from your heart. I mean, nothing really was rehearsed, and you just spoke. What you really exactly feel, because that is what motherhood is all about, right? It's an emotion that you've expressed today. Thank you so much, each one of you, Eleanor, Reena, and Sarita, for coming to the studios of Doordarshan and celebrating this day with all of us. As Robert Browning, the great English poet, once said, that motherhood, well, it all begins and ends there. So all you lovely ladies out there, well, once again wishing you a happy Mother's Day. This is all the mothers here, again celebrating each day without a manual, and wishing you all a happy Mother's Day. Until next time, from all of us here, it's goodbye.